Weight loss surgery can be a choice for those who want to lose weight and combat the serious health risks of obesity. And it's often a life-changing procedure for many. One local woman was denied bariatric surgery by her insurance. So at 420 pounds, she says she felt she had no choice but to travel to Mexico to have it done there. She suffered near fatal complications weeks after her international surgery, but finally found herself in the care of world-renowned doctors at Fresno Heart and Surgical Hospital. This was Lindsay resident Adelia Perez 2 years ago. She weighed 420 pounds.
I come from a family that's pretty much obesity kind of is in there. I lost my mom 5 years ago. That's when things went downhill for me. Started gaining a lot of weight and got diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol.
Adelia says she felt like she was going to die.
I had no energy. I was not living. I was barely existing. You know, my husband had to help me do everything.
She knew something had to change and looked into getting bariatric surgery.
I tried to get gastric sleeve here done in the United States, got denied 3 times.
Adelia says her insurance company told her they were not going to cover the surgery. Feeling like she was up against death's door, she traveled to Mexico to have bariatric surgery that she could afford out of pocket. Fresno Heart and Surgical Hospital doctors Keith Boone and Kelvin Higa say it's not uncommon to hear about people traveling out of the country for surgeries not covered by insurance.
Obesity and bariatric surgery is something that should be available to everybody in the United States, and it shouldn't be limited by some insurances and not others.
The real tragedy is, why did she have to go to Mexico to have her operation in the first place? Why does anyone in this country have to travel outside our borders to get the care that they deserve for insurance reasons?
After coming home from Mexico, Adelia says,
on the 10th day, I was bent over in pain.
She was rushed to Fresno Heart and Surgical Hospital. Dr. Boone explains where her pain was coming from.
She had a sleeve gastrectomy, which is basically a metabolic bariatric surgery that narrows the stomach to where you have a really long, narrow tube. Her complication was she had a leak from the staple line at the very top of that little tube that they created.
Dr. Higa says that small leak, less than a centimeter wide, could have killed Adelia.
All of the gastric juices, the acid, saliva, bacteria was just swirling around her abdominal cavity, sepsis, peritonitis, and if that's not controlled, treated with antibiotics, drainage, stenting, things like this, then the patient really has no chance to survive.
Dr. Boone and Dr. Higa helped save Adelia's life as she was in the hospital for more than 2 months.
They put a stent, which is basically a covered tube on the inside of their sleeve. That way saliva and liquids can go down but aren't going to seep out of the little hole on the side. Gives it a chance to heal.
Fresno Heart and Surgical Hospital has an internationally recognized metabolic and bariatric surgery program and is one of the busiest in California.
They were so amazing. I've never been to a hospital where they actually make you feel like family.
Today, Adelia says she has her energy back and she looks forward to this new chapter in her life.
At the beginning, I was just like, what did I do? You know, I was doing this to try to save my life, and now I'm fighting for my life. But with the grace of God and my family and the doctors, I made it, and I'm glad I made it.